Hello people, butterflies. It's Saturday. Maybe some of you can get on here today. I know sometimes I go live in this group and nobody gets on here until after the video is not live anymore. So, okay, I'm going to talk to you about something. I titled this video, Something Has Changed. And the truth is, yes. A lot of things have changed. A lot of our products recently, the Slim, we know has made a dramatic change. The X Factor has changed. We have a brand new product, Vital Biome. That is another change. So I'm just curious if when you started taking these new products, whether or not you thought about the fact that things might change. Now, I'm going to give you some ideas of what I mean by change. I don't know if you remember this or experienced this or not when you first got on Plexus. And really what I want to point out to you is if you were like me when you started Plexus, you started off the whole regimen. You may have already, you may have been miserable when you started, like before Plexus came into your life. You may have been either depressed or hormonal or in pain all the time. So when you started Plexus, you may or may not have noticed going through detox and or going through candida die-off symptoms, okay? So if you were miserable beforehand and you went through those, it may or may not have impacted you the way that it could have. Now, okay, our team is kind of different than like an overall Plexus culture because we're so sold on ProBio 5 and we know that we kind of know about detox. We know about what's called the Herxheimer reaction, die-off, the actual, what am I trying to say? The actual scientific term for it's called the Herxheimer reaction. So basically what happens anytime you begin to detox or experience candida die-off, your symptoms can look worse for a little while. Like whatever you were experiencing, let's say you had eczema. Your eczema can flare up for a short period of time because as candida dies off, I'm going to try to explain it the best in kind of a layman's term that'll be real easy to understand. Candida isn't really exactly a parasite, but let's pretend for ease of understanding, let's pretend like it is kind of a parasite, a bug that's in your body. And as it begins to die, as you take an antifungal, so that's what's in the ProBio 5, these little bugs die and they release a gas into your system. So you imagine a little bug dying, and this toxic mycotoxin that comes off of it can make you have weird symptoms. You can give you kind of a brain fog. It can make your eczema flare back up. It can make your joints hurt. It can make you have an asthma problem that, if you already have an asthma problem, it can make it flare up for a short time. Actually, when people tell me that they're experiencing something like this, I know that, well, that's good because it means it's working for you. That means that what you did have what you were experiencing was a fungal infection causing you to have these symptoms in the first place. And now that the fungus is dying off and you're killing the parasite, not really a parasite, but as you're killing it off, you're experiencing a Herxheimer reaction. So we're good. So basically, increase your water. Don't increase your ProBio 5 initially for a little while until you get past that initial whatever. Okay. So now that was kind of a rewind of, we knew all of this. Most of our Plexus people in this team anyway, we understand detox, we understand die-off. What has happened though in the last, since early May, is we've added two products to our line of gut health regimen. Now, the Slim, we already had Slim, but it wasn't necessarily a gut health product. It is now. It has the prebiotics in it, and it's going to increase the mucus lining inside your gut. It's going to cause the little bugs in your gut to start feeding on the mucus lining and that's going to cause them to act a little weird for a while, or it can. Whether you'll experience this consciously or not, everybody's going to be different. But what you need to know is, if you started the Slim and you had some weird stuff go on for a little while, it could have been anything. It could have been like, a bathroom issue or whatever. If you experience that for a little while, it's a good sign. You can actually cut back to half a Slim a day, or you could do one new Slim a day. You could do one old Slim the next day until you've gotten this into your system and your body is used to. It's kind of like, we know, have you ever eaten a lot of fiber all of a sudden? You're like, I know this is good for me, but man, it's a similar situation. You're doing something good for your body, but you've thrown your body into a little bit of a shock. Okay, so May 6th, we implemented the new Slim. Fast forward to the end of May, and at convention, we add yet another gut health product, Vital Biome. Now, here's what I know about Vital Biome. It has a 30-day happiness guarantee. That's amazing. Be a 60-day money-back guarantee, but they say in 30 days, you're going to experience happiness. An increased level of happiness, because they put it in the gut simulator, and that's what our gut simulator in Belgium or Norway, I don't know where it's from. They did this gut simulator thing, so they know that it actually does help with the chemicals in your body that are known for happiness. Okay? In that 30-day time span, and sometimes even longer than that, depending on what the rest of your life looks like, you could possibly also experience some ups and downs, because again, you're tinkering with your gut health. Now, it's a good tinker. It's worth it. If you're struggling, though, this is only for people. If you're not struggling, don't you worry about this. I should have started the video. If you're not struggling, don't even watch this video. But I know I've had a few people, and there are a few people on other teams who are like, something's wrong. It's just like saying, I started eating fiber and now I'm pooping a lot. Or now I have gas. It's the same type of thing. The fiber is good for you, but it may cause some weird stuff for a little while. So if you're experiencing something like, it could even look like anxiety. If you're experiencing something like mopiness, or you feel a little tired in the middle of the day, just know that that's another layer of healing that your body needs to go through, and you can change it up a little bit until you get through that phase. Okay. Here are the ways to change it up that I'm aware of. Increase your water. That's number one, because that's going to help flush out mycotoxins and anything else that's going weird in your ecosystem, in your gut. You can switch it to where you're taking the Vital Biome every other day. If it's the Slim, you could switch it to where you're doing one old Slim, one new Slim, until you get through this phase. Another thing that you could possibly do, and I've seen a lot of people have good results with this, is to switch their Vital Biome to nighttime. I know that that's not what the bottle says, but I'm giving you troubleshooting tips here. Now, I'm not telling you how to take your products. I'm telling you how to troubleshoot with the products. So, if you're experiencing something like this, and you were needing some help with understanding what was going on, or maybe you didn't know what was going on, you were like, I think my husband's just suddenly an ass. Sorry. And you're like, no, I think it's me. Maybe it's me. Something's wrong with me. Just know that it's temporary, and that these are the best tips that I have to help you skate through this process and come out on the other side unscathed. Hope this helps some people, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate. This is what this page is for. Have a good weekend.